So you're always one decision away from power. Somebody said this once and I thought about it, and I thought about it a lot because I like to sit and think about things. I like to sit and ponder. When I hear something that has value, I want to ponder all the angles of it and kind of see what I feel in my body, which is different than analyzing, right? It's contemplation. So I'm contemplating this idea, and then I'm looking at it and feeling it from every direction. Where does it feel heavy? Where does it feel light? And when you think about that, you're one decision away from power. Whenever you're stuck anywhere in life, you're one decision away from being unstuck again. Whether that decision is to surrender or take action. And most people sit and think, but they won't make a decision to do anything. Most people sit and think, but they won't make a decision to do anything, which is what moves us forward. So you're always one decision away from power. Making a decision to come here puts you into power. Making a decision to not come here moves you in another direction. Sitting there and thinking about it and not sure which direction to go leaves you in hell, right? Leaves you in this frustration and the stress. And then once you made the decision to come again, your body relaxed. Even though it was intense, because, okay, oh God, I'm investing this money. I don't want to spend it. But suddenly, once you committed, you were relaxed again, right? And that's what we mean. So think about all you guys that are going to go out tonight and throughout the weekend to talk to girls at the bars, and think about how you sit there in indecision. And think of how stressed you get. Think of how much tension builds up in your body and how you start to beat yourself up. But when you actually just go do what you're intending to do without worrying about it, what happens? You feel so much better. Even if it doesn't go well, you feel better, right? And I want to invite you to kind of remember that throughout the weekend, because throughout the weekend, you're going to have lots of points of decision. When you're working with the women, you're standing here, you're going to have all these points, these opportunities to make a decision, to move forward, to open a little more, to be a little more vulnerable, to shake, to share something you're scared to share. And every decision, when you make a decision and move forward just a little bit, even if it's the wrong decision, will still teach you something. But no decision is the worst decision you can make. Now, who remembers Napoleon Hill's quote? Because I say it all the time. Successful people make decisions quickly and change their mind slowly, if ever at all. So he was pretty much right on. And Napoleon Hill said that about after he studied 500 of the world's most successful people over 20 years. And he said every one of the 500 made decisions quickly and changed their mind slowly, if ever at all. And that's what made them successful. Because what is the key ingredient to success, to growth, that I always talk about? It's something unique to Fearless. Can anybody tell me? Nobody really talks about this, but it's something that we talk about all the time. What's the key ingredient? I don't expect you to know because you haven't been in a lot of classes, but focus is good. It's a good answer. Tension, yeah. So you need tension to grow, right? Nothing grows without a certain level of tension. Tension activates the law of transmutation. In transmutation, we grow to a new level, right? Does that make sense? So caterpillar, there's a lot of tension as it turns into a cocoon. It's in a sense cooked, baked, changed, whatever. It turns into goo, it rebuilds itself, and then it's reborn as a butterfly. That's that whole transmutation process. A seed, when it's buried in the dirt, all the dirt on top of it has to bust through the shell, grow roots, and you don't even see it break the surface for a long time because it's down under the surface doing something. It's the same thing that happens in your unconscious as you're changing. And then suddenly you break through the surface and your whole world outside starts to change. And that comes later after the internal work's done. So it all starts with the internal work. So you need that tension. And when you're making decisions quickly, you're stepping into tension all the time. You're constantly in that tension. When you hesitate and don't make a decision and want to think, all you're really doing is avoiding tension, which is you're avoiding the very thing that causes growth. I want to think some more. I want to worry some more. I want to stress some more. And you're creating another kind of tension that's all low on the emotional scale that keeps you from growing, like grief, apathy. All those emotions kind of help you to, whenever you're feeling the lower emotions in relation to something you want, you tend to push it away. When you feel the higher emotions, courage, acceptance, peace, you move towards it, you grow. So getting into the tension is essential no matter what you're doing. Make decisions quickly, end up in that tension, and from there your life moves forward. Now, when you're walking around today, ask yourself, how many of these people are avoiding tension consciously, not making decisions, trying to do the same thing every day, trying to just stay afloat and not rock the boat? And then ask yourself how much stress, even though they're avoiding tension, how much stress related tension are they living in all day long because they're trying to avoid tension? The only way that tension helps you to grow is when you move into it consciously, by choice. If you move into it reactively, it actually makes you grow backwards or it breaks you down. So this weekend, start becoming conscious of every decision. Make it by choice. It's your decision. Don't make it because there's no other option left. Do it because you want to. And that will take you to the next level. It'll grow you faster than ever before. Now, in that sentence, make decisions quickly and change your mind slowly. There's a lot of different ways people behave. Some people make decisions, like if you go to the bottom of the scale, it's making decisions slowly and changing your mind quickly. Those people don't go anywhere in life, right? And then there's making decisions slowly, or it's making decisions quickly and then changing your mind quickly. Those people don't go very far. They make a lot of decisions but back out. Then you got people that make decisions slowly but change their mind slowly. They tend to be pretty successful. And the most successful make decisions quickly and change their mind slowly, if ever at all. And in that, a big part of it is they're mostly saying no in their decision process. They're saying no to everything that doesn't take them in the direction of where they want their life to go. They're saying no all day long. And then they're saying, when they see something that's a yes, it's 100% yes, full bore forward. They're saying no to this, no to that. All these things they want to do. They have 50 things. No, but none of that is what I really want. This is what I really want. And so some of you might be guilty of trying to do everything at once. And you can do anything, but you can't do everything. Everything at once, that is. And who's heard of Walter Russell? Okay, Walter Russell is famous for doing almost everything, right? If you've ever read anything about him, he was successful at everything he touched. And he was a true Renaissance man, successful all across the board in arts and science and business and you name it. He was from a musician to a painter he drew. And all this stuff's in museums today, to sculptures, to real estate, to science stuff where where Tesla revered a lot of his work. You all know who Tesla is. And he was an amazing man. And Walter, though, he focused on mastering one of these areas at a time over a 7-year period. And then at the end of a 7-year period, he went into a new area and went to the top of that area. Then another one. And every 7 years, he mastered and became one of the best by saying no to everything else and becoming 100% focused in one area. And that's how he succeeded. So again, did he make decisions quickly and change his mind slowly? He knew exactly what he was doing. He said it was his mission in life to change his focus every 7 years because he was modeling for people how easy it was to be successful at anything. And so he was doing it every 7 years to show you, I can switch complete fields and be successful. And anybody can do this. And that's what his teachings are all about. But you can't do everything at once, that is. So this weekend, you're going to make a lot of decisions. And I want you to particularly notice the place you hesitate. Start being really aware of where you hesitate and where you're holding back. And excuse me, this is not a weekend, it's a week. So start to make note of where you hesitate. And just for this week, at least for one day, maybe even starting today, let's say for between now and tomorrow, any place you hesitate, stop and make a conscious choice not to hesitate and do something right then and there. Either say no or yes, move forward, or let it go. But don't sit and think about it. And see what that feels like in 24 hours. Okay? And even journal down what you learned from that. Because a lot of you guys hesitate. I know you're getting better at it. You were hesitating a lot. And I know that you hesitate. And this guy, he does make decisions. Just runs right into everything. And you might need to actually say no to some things. So, because you're just like, plow. It's awesome though. I love it. So that's why you grow so fast though. You guys all notice how fast it grows? Oh yeah. It's like it's insane. So And that's because he has no fear of making a decision. And so you're the role model for what I'm talking about right now. Is money actually the root of all evil? Or is money the source of happiness? Well, let's take a deeper look at this. When it comes to, we're going to use food as an example. If you have a love affair with food, it could cause a lot of problems, right? Then it's going to take a long time, if ever, for you to get to that end result. Because your mind is not going to associate fun and joy and pleasure with the things that you have to do, that you're dragging yourself to do. For a lot of you,